So what should you stop doing each time that you go shopping? I've got a tip here that I have actually stopped doing, and I'm going to share all of this with you in my little mini Easter haul. So let's get to the video. So hi everyone, welcome back to another video, or if you're new to our channel, thank you so much for clicking on the Brownie Life today and watching this video. This video is all about Easter, my little mini Easter haul, and I'm going to share with you a top tip that I've stopped doing for this year. But just before I get to that, I'm going to share with you a few things that I bought recently from Primark, Easter related of course, but I just want to share them with you first, and then I'm going to get to the rest of the Easter haul. So I went into Primark recently buying a few Easter things, and in all honesty, I did actually see a couple of things that I've bought here that I'm going to show you in a minute in Newcastle Primark. Me and Emily went to Newcastle recently, so go check out those Newcastle videos if you haven't already. We do visit a really large Primark there. It's huge, absolutely huge. We could have spent ages in there, in all honesty. We could have spent a whole day just shopping around Primark. But I did see a couple of things in there when we were doing our Easter shop with us, and in all honesty, should have bought them, and I didn't, but I did actually see them in another Primark, so I was really lucky that I managed to get them. So I'm going to show you one of the star buys that I just think is absolutely beautiful, which is this. I love it. So this Easter wreath with the eggs and all the floral decoration, I just thought this was wonderful. So I did see this in Newcastle, £14 is this Easter wreath. I just loved it. I thought this looks so lovely in my living room. So definitely, I think when you see something that maybe isn't too expensive and you really, really like it, you know, buy it, because in all honesty, it's going to be one of those things that's going to annoy you if you really wanted it and you didn't buy it. So yeah, I just love it. I just thought this was so pretty. So I bought this recently from Primark. Another thing that I bought, which isn't necessarily Easter, however, I just thought that it really looked really pretty with the design, and it would look really nice in my living room as an Easter decoration. So this was £6. This is a cashmere and rose diffuser. So I really like things like this from Primark. I do rate them quite a lot. Not all of them last that long or smell that strong particularly, but you're not paying an awful lot of money for them, are you? So I'm hoping that this one will be really nice. So I did see this, as I say, and the wreath in Newcastle Primark, and as I say, didn't buy them, but I've managed to get them since, so I'm really happy about that. So besides chocolate, one thing that I do tend to buy Emily quite a lot for Easter, if you're new to our channel, Emily is my teenage daughter. She's now 14, but over the years, as well as sort of chocolate eggs obviously, I have often bought sort of books or something like activity things and things like that when she was younger. But now she's getting older, I tend to buy either a t-shirt or pyjamas or just something else alongside a couple of Easter things. This year, I just spotted this in Primark. I thought this was absolutely wonderful. So £1 from Primark. Now this is just going to be as nightwear, so she can team that up. I thought if I had chance before Easter, I'm going to try and get some little shorts or something from Primark, maybe like pinky colours or even yellow or something, I don't know, or cream, just to go with it, just to team it up as a pair of pyjamas. But I didn't have chance recently when I was there, so I just thought I'd show you the bargain that I got. There's loads of bargains right now in Primark, so definitely go check out the sale racks if you can. An awful lot of things right now in Primark, lots of things have been reduced for as little as £1. And as I say, this for £1 I just thought was lovely, and the feel of the fabric is so soft. I did buy something recently for Emily for her birthday. It was similar to this but yellow, blue and white. I think it had lemons on it, positive it was. That was from Primark. Go check out my gift haul for a teen, that idea is in there, lots of other things as well. But yeah, so £1 from Primark, I thought that was excellent. And something else that I bought from Primark, which obviously isn't anything to do with me because I'm not having a new baby, but somebody I know has had a little girl, and I bought this. I thought this was super sweet. I thought it was so cute. So this was only £7. Yeah, £7 from Primark. In all fairness, Primark do sell quite a lot of baby clothes quite cheap, but some of them I'm not as keen on, I'll be honest. I do think Primark is really good for so many things, but I mean young children clothes I think are excellent. Baby clothes, some things are really lovely, some things maybe not so much, and I think if you're not into Disney things, that kind of narrows it down a little bit as well, because a lot of things do tend to be Disney. But I thought this was absolutely beautiful, and I think it does look a lot more expensive than it actually is. So £7 I thought was a super bargain. So now let's get to to a few things that I bought recently from Home Bargains and B&M, just a few things, and then I'm going to share with you my top tip in terms of shopping, what have I stopped doing, and I'm going to share with you a really star buy that I've got in terms of chocolate eggs this year. So just a few things that I bought recently from Home Bargains and B&M. Not a lot, in all honesty. These things that I bought from Home Bargains, just some paper plates for Easter. Usually I wouldn't buy too many paper plates, but when you're sort of just having an Easter day kind of bits and pieces, or afternoon tea or cake or something, they're really handy. So I just got a pack of 10. And I also got the napkins to match as well. So I thought they do look really pretty. In all honesty, I don't know about anybody else, but a lot of napkins and paper plates and things are definitely going up in price. Tissue paper for Easter, just for wrapping a few things up, potentially. I just bought it. I wasn't sure what I was going to need it for, but I thought it'd be handy to have in. And all of these items were ranging from, I think, the cheapest item was about £1 to £1.50, so anywhere between £1 and £1.50. The other thing that I actually bought from Home Bargains is this Easter egg string lights. So I'm actually going to open them up and have a look, because they're all sealed up, so I don't actually know fully what they look like. But when I was looking for some more Easter string lights, I do have some already, but when I was looking to get some more, a lot of shops do seem to be selling them, but quite expensive if I'm honest. Some places have been even up to about £5, whereas these were £1.99. So let's open them up and have a look. So let's get opening the Easter egg string lights. Let's see what they're like. As I say, because I bought them like this, I couldn't actually see what they were like. I don't want to be spending too much money in terms of Easter lights and things like that if it's something that doesn't really get put out for very long. I mean, some people might only have Easter decorations up for a few days. I myself like to have them out for a couple of weeks, of course. So I'm going to show you these. Oh, they look quite sweet. In all fairness, they're plastic eggs. They're not going to look the absolute greatest, but they do look really sweet. And for £1.99, pop some batteries in and they'll look really cute. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with them. As I say, a lot of lights, the things that I have seen have been quite expensive. So I think to get these ones, it's a 10 pack, so 10 string lights. You'll need obviously a couple of batteries, but £1.99, I thought that was excellent. So what was I saying about napkins being a little bit more expensive? These are £2, which I do consider quite expensive for 20 napkins, but I bought them for a reason, to go with these beautiful plates. So these are all from B&M, these few bits that I've got here. These plastic plates, £2.50, well, they're like that sort of melamine material, so they would be easily reusable. That's why I bought them. So I bought these, as well as the napkins, for a little Easter trip that we're doing. So definitely subscribe and stick with us, see where we're going over Easter. And then I bought this, and no, it's not for Emily. At 14, I definitely don't think she wants to have a hatch and grow your own bunny. No, definitely not. This is actually for a younger child that I'm buying a little Easter gift for. Just wanted a little something small just to put with a little bit of chocolate. So £2.50, I thought this was excellent. I think there was a bunny one and a chick one. So it's just a hatch and grow your own bunny, or as I say, or chick. In fact, I think there was something to do with dinosaurs as well in B&M, if I'm honest. But yeah, I think you just must add it into something, add the water. And how cute is that? The little bunny gets hatched. Love it. So that's just for a little gift, as I say, for a younger child. So things like that are absolutely perfect for £2.50. Whether you just want to buy something like that on its own, or whether you're wanting to buy it and put it with, you know, some other chocolates. So what top tip am I going to give you in this video? Something that I've stopped doing this year, specifically when I'm shopping. Well, first of all, I'm just going to show you some Easter eggs, and it does explain exactly what I'm trying to get at. So some Easter eggs that I bought recently. We've got a Whisper here. We've got a mini eggs. I'm getting to the top tip, don't worry. Twirl and a Malteser. So I'm not going to have all of these Easter eggs, obviously, for myself. 2 of them I'm going to give to Emily, and then 1 each for me and her dad. So I'm not sure which ones I'm going to give Emily just yet. But all of these Easter eggs, this is my top tip. Never ever go to a shop and just think, because it's a cheap shop, so somewhere like Home Bargains, B&M, even Primark, when you go along to those types of shops, it's often a case of a lot of things can be really cheap, and therefore you just think everything in that shop is really cheap. Now is it? I can definitely confirm no it's not, because sometimes when you are in shops like that, so for instance I went into B&M, I went into Home Bargains trying to look for Easter eggs. So Easter eggs just similar to these Easter eggs, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to buy those because they're a certain price and because they normally are quite a cheap shop. And then I thought to myself, they still seem quite expensive because a lot of these eggs were ranging from about £3.50, some of them were £4 for similar size eggs to these. I definitely think I saw the mini eggs one for £3.50. Not sure if they even had a whisper, and I think the twirl was £3.50. And I think the Malteser was something similar. But anyway, basically a lot of these similar style eggs, a similar amount of grams, you know, on the back, the same eggs basically, were around the £3.50 mark on offer as well. Now, I was tempted to just buy them from B&M, and then I decided, actually they still seem quite expensive, so why not look around? That is my top tip for definite. This year, to be honest, I've always done it, but sometimes I am drawn into a lot of the cheaper shops in terms of, as I say, B&M, Home Bargains, Primark, just to name a few. Not just specifically there, you know, there's lots of other places as well where you think something is cheap and then you just get drawn in and you think, well, I'll buy it from there because I'm already there and it must be cheap because a lot of other things are. But how wrong are we all when we think that? Because we definitely are. These Easter eggs I actually bought from Sainsbury's. There is a twist though, it wasn't a Sainsbury's, a big Sainsbury's, it was actually a little Sainsbury's. So you know, just the little sort of ones that are dotted about, it was that Sainsbury's that I went to. £2 I paid for each of these Easter eggs, which I thought was an absolute bargain. And that's why I'm saying, you know, don't just look at the shops such as B&M, Home Bargains and places like that. They are definitely shops that are really, really cheap for many, many things, but not always. Sometimes you will go into those types of shops and absolutely get a bargain and they will be way cheaper than anywhere else. But definitely keep in mind, as I say, I bought these from Sainsbury's. But again, I'd actually on the same day went into a large Sainsbury's thinking, well, if it's a big Sainsbury's that sell an awful lot of things, they're bound to have cheaper Easter eggs or more offers, more deals on, but they didn't. I was in Home Bargains, I did actually notice the really giant eggs. The giant eggs that I saw in Home Bargains were £10, whereas those same eggs were in Sainsbury's for £12. So that was the opposite really, in the sense that the giant eggs were much cheaper in B&M than they were in Sainsbury's. Very much depends on how many eggs you're buying, you know, who you're buying for, how much of a bargain that you're actually looking for, but that would definitely be my top tip, to look at things like that. You know, go shop in quite a few shops, check all the prices first and then decide on what you want to buy. In the end, I was actually tempted to buy the giant egg from B&M, just one for Emily. That would have cost £10, but in all honesty, I've managed to get all of these eggs, so £2 each, so £8 I've spent on 4 eggs. But I'm going to actually I'm going to give her a couple of these and a couple of other little Easter gifts, as well as obviously the top that I showed you, you know, with some shorts as a little sort of set for nightwear. So in all fairness, I've managed to get some really, really good bargains and I've definitely saved some money. So yeah, that is definitely my top tip. Shop around, don't just buy the first thing you see. Don't just go to one shop, check around lots of different shops, look at those similar items, see what you're getting for your money, and definitely make an actual proper informed choice rather than just thinking, well, I've put all these things in my basket, I may as well buy these few things as well while I'm here because it's bound to be cheaper. Because it isn't always. So now I'm going to get to lots of other little bits and pieces, little treats for Easter that I've bought. So I've bought quite a few bits and pieces here. Some things are from Home Bargains, some are from B&M, and actually some things were cheaper in Waitrose, which is exactly what I was trying to say in terms of looking around and getting those bargains. I'm going to pull all of this out of this lovely Easter bag, which I'm going to use for one of the gifts for somebody. So who doesn't love a Terry's chocolate orange? Perfect. £1.50 Terry's chocolate orange seem to be in most places that I've looked, in all fairness. Gone are the days where you used to get, you know, who remembers those days? Terry's chocolate orange for £1. They were £1 everywhere, weren't they? They did all the different flavours as well. Oh, actually, I've just realised, I don't think this is the normal Terry's chocolate orange. It's not. It's actually got crushed mini eggs. I'm not quite sure if the camera will make that out. I never realised that. In all honesty, I'll probably have to go buy, I have bought a multiple of things here that I'm showing you, and I have bought more than one bag. So I've bought more than one Terry's chocolate orange basically, but I'm just showing you one for the purpose of the video. But I actually wanted to melt it down to use it for baking. I can't do that now, so I will have to go buy a normal Terry's chocolate orange. Hopefully they do just do a normal Terry's chocolate orange for Easter. But yeah, this must be a special one, so that'd be quite good actually. I might put that aside for Emily for Easter. Yeah, with crushed mini eggs inside. Cool. So talking about Terry's chocolate orange and little mini eggs. So yeah, the Terry's chocolate orange was £1.50. I bought these from Waitrose. These were just £1. The Terry's chocolate orange mini eggs. So again, sometimes some of these products will be more expensive in some much cheaper shops. And again, you more associate Waitrose as being quite expensive, but they weren't for some things. So these were just £1. And then mini eggs, I got £1.25, and I think they seem to be roughly that price in a lot of places, but some places are selling them, especially supermarkets, more around the £1.50 mark, but these were £1.25, and I'm pretty sure I got them from B&M. Did I? Yes, I did. B&M. I got these white chocolate Malteser mini bunnies. They do the normal ones as well. I think most places again are selling these for about £1.25, but these from Waitrose, I do intend to go back and buy the normal Malteser mini bunnies as well, just so we've got a bit of a variety. And who doesn't love Kinder? Absolutely love Kinder. Got a couple of different Kinder products here. I think again the mini eggs, I'm pretty sure they were £1.25, and I think they were from B&M. Yeah, do you know what? Often I get mixed up with B&M and Home Bargains. As soon as I get home, I often end up losing my receipt somewhere, forgetting which place I actually bought anything from. But I definitely think they were from B&M. And I got some Haribo sweets. These were from Home Bargains though, and I'm pretty sure they were either £1 or £1.50, one or the other. But they were the cheapest in Home Bargains compared to other places. Some little Kinder characters here that I bought for a little one, £2 from B&M. Definitely going to head back though and get us some, because I think for me and Emily and her dad, I think these would make really good little chocolate characters to pop in a bag amongst a few of these other things for our Easter trip. So definitely subscribe and keep watching our channel. I'd recommend watching these videos, our Primark shop with us at Easter, and also our Newcastle video, checking out all of the sites in Newcastle. Definitely subscribe to The Brownie Life, give this video a really big like. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time everyone. Bye!